I became a special needs attorney as an outgrowth of being both a social worker and an elder law attorney. But I think the real reason is, as a parent, I kind of looked at my two sons one day and said, if I go off to work every day, I really have to make the world a better place. And so it's a pledge to them that I do this work. As a social worker, I had an opportunity to work with families with all kinds of issues, from aging adults to children with special needs to parents who are just struggling to survive in New York City. And I learned that I could listen, and I learned how to listen as a social worker. But more than that, I wanted to learn how to change the system. And so I became a lawyer to combine both those listening skills with advocacy skills. And what I enjoy about this work is an opportunity to bring those two skills together. A special needs trust is a tool that has developed over time. I think it began in 1993 with the hard work of families in New York City, and New York State actually. NAMI was the organization, National Association for the Mentally Ill, and they were frustrated that they couldn't plan for their children after they passed and still preserve all the government benefits that were necessary for them to really thrive in the world. And the trusts were developed to be able to shelter money for the children's benefit without interfering with the government benefits that were so necessary, such as Medicaid and SSI and food stamps and the whole range of things that were needed. And these trusts emerged, the brainstorm of these parents, and then was codified and solidified and sanctioned by both the New York State government and then eventually by the federal government, so that we now have these trusts for parents who can put money aside to prepare for their children's future life when they can't be there to do it for them. When a windfall comes from an injury or a workers' compensation case or from any source, they can now shelter that money and not fear that they're going to lose those very important government benefits. So they can have the best of both worlds. The government benefits so necessary and the trust to enhance their quality of life. And I think it's a wonderful thing. So I thank those parents who started it off, and we elder law attorneys and special needs planners are continuing that work. The best part of being a member of the Academy of Special Needs Planners, and a charter member at that, is the resources, the information. I can count on once a month getting a really in-depth report on what's the newest, the latest, the most interesting, and resources. And then the other is the collegial support among the attorneys and the members, that you could reach out in almost any state and find someone of like mind, someone who has the same values and interests in the needs of the disabled community. And so that's a comfort, it's a support, and it's a strength. And it's the strength that I enjoy.